Good day, classmates and professor. Well, today we're going to be talking about, we're in discussion number six. It's the sixth week. And basically, we're going to talk about relational data ships. And the question is relational databases, will it eventually become extinct? Uh, I, my belief, in my opinion, I believe that relational databases will not go extinct, but the technologies can be used for foundation for further development of with no SQL. Uh, I kind of remember. I'm kind of go off script a little bit. I kind of remember when Flash was used, and when we used to implement that inside of a web-based product, and eventually HTML5 took that place, and basically Flash is extinct today. I don't believe that with the relational databases, and this is the reason why. No SQL databases can be broken down into a very variety of categories, and according to the data model that they be used for. So, if you to take most of the documents within the database, you can documents can be stored, key values, wide columns, and graphs are primary types of these data that's used in NoSQL. Okay. They offer a scheme of flexibility and easy to scale with large amount of data and high user loads. So when we look at today's age, we're in the big data. And I remember I was part of a group in Jacksonville, Florida, that they used to meet. And I remember when this whole evolution of big data came out, we had a programmer that came out and spoke to us as a group. And today we have embarked upon no SQL. And this is the reason why, because as we grow technology, we have to increase or build up on a better programming methods. And this NoSQL is one of the options that's out there that's growing rapidly. So when we look at relational databases, I don't believe it's going to go away because the foundation of that and some of the technologies that we have today, it can build. It can be built up on NoSQL. I mean, NoSQL can build up on relational databases. So, uh, relational database management system. So, if we look at that, the basic for all models of database. So, some of the systems such as MySQL, then you got Microsoft SQL servers in Oracle and Microsoft Access. So a lot of those are the different ones, databases that are used out there today. So one of the things I can identify that if you look at your relational databases, basically tables that that is a collection of related data entries, and it consists of columns and rows. So I remember when I was building websites, when we created databases, we actually, uh, like I said, there's column and rows and there's tables. So a column holds specific information about every record that is in the table. And then you have records or rows, they're individual entries that exist in a table. So depending on depending on which non-SQL your database use, you could end up with the improved performance. So improved writing skill, or the data language is most closely to matching the language depending on what type of application is used. So looking at that, that's the reason why I don't believe that it's going to relational databases are going to never go away, because of the very reason, because of the being able to build up on the technology of relational databases. And relational databases, like I said, they're scalable and they both are horizontal and vertical directions. and they both are typically quite expensive. But, and again, at the end of the day, it's about performance and about the use of technology when it comes to database. We'll always want to build and upscale to greater things because we're in the data age. So the more data we have, the more complex of the more complexity that we should be able to use a database that can handle a lot of data, and NoSQL offers that. Okay. Also, we want to identify that NoSQL databases community trend to be more closely aligned to open source software communities. So that's what I love about open source. It allows programmers to come in and we can develop a more better program or database when the community is in open source. So everyone can contribute it to make a product a lot better. In most cases, that relational databases are closed source, and most of them they charge you a license. You have to pay for it, or fees that include the cost of using the software. Okay, so and as you know, back then in the and especially when web development programming really got involved, you had to a lot of software was sold. It was closed source. You had to buy the license in order to use the software. But we're in a new age of technology, and we build up on each other's we build up on each other's concepts, if you want to say. So no SQL database, well, I don't believe in. I believe that it would never go become distinct, and relational databases won't come extinct. They are, like I said, they're both of those objects are able to. Uh, you can be able to build up on each one of them, and I think that's going to be important. So all in a nutshell, in the future, I think it still will exist. And SQL database, they will always involve. They're going to always involve, and it's going to always accommodate no SQL, and that's important. So SQL, once again, learning from those who have used the program, the different databases, we understand that they complement each other. That's it. If I look forward to everyone's feedback. I tried to explain it as much as I possible. I've used databases before, but then again, uh, the technology is here. It's not going anywhere. And I appreciate y'all listening, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.